All right, I wanted to share this information. Here's a person that I did a moon reading for, and I just said what I saw, and I was probably a little forward because that's what I saw. But the reason why I'm really happy, especially on a day like today, just a lot of stuff going on. But she just said, "Wow, really glad I had a moon sign reading from you at the time I did, because I was very forward about the situation. I definitely got the message loud and clear from this reading because, again, I just said what I saw. Thank you again for your efforts in putting together the reading as well as your advice. It's really spot on." Now, here's the situation, and I like to have everything perfectly clear. I'm dealing with a lot of people at all times. That's just the way it is. That's my calling, my ministry. Now, you have a lot of grown men. Now, see, to me, a man is a man that gets up and does his assignment, whether he's a husband, a worker. If you want to be out here on YouTube saying you're some type of teacher, but you have a manhood that goes with it. And if you call yourself a man of God, you have a manhood that goes with it. Now, I have men falling off repeatedly. Men falling off. In fact, I have women that I could stand up that are dealing with this more. I know this is difficult. I know this is tough. You think I don't know? You think any real man of God doesn't have dialect back and forth with God on certain situations in life? Why is this way? Why is that way? This is decades of doing what we do to help people. Hopefully so you won't be deceived, that you can get on with lives, that you won't be breaking spiritual commandments that you're going to pay for because there is an afterlife. Even the Egyptians knew that. So I just wanted to make that perfectly clear that it's not a case where you benefit from me for a long period of time and for some strange reason now you want to go a different way. And now you're making it seem like somehow Gat's the problem or Gat didn't do anything to you. Gat's the same dude that came out here years ago. Same information, same passion, same energy. Because I don't allow myself to get distracted with a lot of silly stuff. Now I'm talking for teachers. I'm not talking for everybody else. See, we make it easier for you guys because we try to keep you up to date with everything and help you. But for other people, so never act like Gat's your problem. You're your own problem, not Gat. If you're changing, that's fine. If you feel a certain way, that's fine. But you better be glad Gat is constantly telling you things are changing. This is how things are changing. I know it's going to look like things are not changing in the physical. You got to be in the spiritual. But it's kind of hard to do that when you're working 40 hours a week or more and you got kids and family. It's kind of hard to stay that way. And unfortunately, all it takes is one slip to kind of miss that boat if it does happen, because he says he's coming quickly. But quickly based on what? Based on these Hebrews that are waking up now, the real people of God. So that's the big thing now. That's why you see people that have been groupie or following me for a long time falling off all of a sudden. Now, I was given advice to say, basically I was told, well, don't worry about them. Well, that wouldn't be loving to just say, oh, F them. And if you have any real love for people, you are going to worry about them. So I thank God for my motherly side. I think that's one of my best qualities. That despite the BS I take dealing with all these people at any given moment, that I keep coming out helping despite the accusations that come back. So I thank this woman for this email because she took it like a mature person. Because if anything is going to get better in your life, you have to look at you first. That's why you should get your moon reading. Why you should get your natal chart. Why you should try to understand your natal chart. Because if you really want what you're looking for, where you have to start is yourself. What happened? What's my life on this planet? Do I have any past life information? All this stuff you have to do. Because getting mad at the reader, getting mad at me, whoever you're trying to get mad at, you're never going to get better. Because the bottom line is, whatever I am, whoever I am, I'll continue to go. Either I'll get better or worse. And I've been doing pretty good for years. And if I did fall or make a mistake, I know how to handle it. Been doing this for decades. But it's for each person to be just like she was. She got the information. She applied it. Because I was a little firm. And that moon reading is on this channel, Archangel Revelations and Prophecies 444. That moon reading is out here. I was very firm about being mature and taking responsibility and blah blah blah. And in some of the things I read, I almost became sarcastic because I was reading what the experts were saying. And she just was in a place, apparently, where she was starting to take a lot of things for granted. Kind of like some people might try to take me for granted. But then I kind of smacked her back into reality that don't take anything for granted because you can lose it. And the experts said a laughing stock. I didn't say it. The experts said this person with this degree, they're going to keep on thinking they can get away with it until reality hits them and they're going to be a laughing stock. That's what the experts said. So I applaud this woman because she took it like a man. And I wish more men took it like her. And it's another female that goes back and forth. She tells me how hard it is and all she wants is love and boom, boom, boom. And she wants to be able to just be happy even if she makes mistakes and stuff. But at least she's fighting. She gets back up. It's times when me and her will stop talking because she can't take it. And I know this is hard. It's supposed to be. All this twin flame stuff, all this stuff is supposed to make you look at you. Not your mom, not your dad, not anybody that ever hurt you. Because we all went there. We've all been there. This is so you will look at you so you can start to get the internal healing so you can heal on the outside. So that when somebody does come in your life, hopefully you won't look at them a certain way like they owe you something. Maybe you'll look at them as a human being and maybe you'll be willing to at least try a relationship again instead of saying, listen, 20 years ago, I dated 5 different women and they all hurt me. And since 20 years ago, I haven't dated anybody. Yeah, because you got to heal from that so that you can give another person a chance. Not that you got to be anybody's stomping ground, but you don't have to be so afraid either. So again, thank her. Thank anybody that's getting this. We are in spiritual warfare, whether you see it that way or not. Like I said, I've been doing this for decades. You better be glad somebody's sending you emails or trying to make sure you're staying awake. Be glad, because they don't have to do that. Because if they weren't doing that, you'd probably be the third quote, no, the fourth. This is 3 quote men that have fallen off, that all talked a good game, but when Satan tested them, they fell like folding chairs. And one even made a video about me, accusing me of being a problem, causing the 4th one to get a little shaky. So you men are shaky. Stand like men. Stop thinking that. See, the reason why Gad is so strong, because I have my motherly side. See, I have the big mama. Like the 13th son, he had the big mama. That's what made 13th son so powerful. He had the big mama. You can't fall if you got the big mama. So you men learn how to stand on both your legs so that you won't react certain way at Gat. Like Gat could never be the problem. How can somebody trying to make sure you're staying spiritually awake be the problem? God bless.